at certain point you just realize that like the person doesn't truly care about you, and I realized that he didn't love me, therefore he didn't act like he would care about me with the things that he would do. And then when we had a conversation that went downhill, um and I mentioned the divorce, I mean what I said was our problem right now, our chronic issue right now is it is what it is.
Would
You
he,
know,
like, what
we
would he
need to
just bottle
communicate.
his feelings in and shit? He didn't want to talk about his feelings.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a lot of
we
men,
wouldn't
though.
really have well then those type of men shouldn't get into a relationship. If you aren't able to communicate, then
A lot
that's
of
one
guys
of the
don't want
main
to
things in a
share.
relationship.
Yeah, but a lot of guys don't want to share their feelings with women because women don't respond favorably to emotional men.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Especially
That's
if those
mostly-
feelings don't serve you.
Yeah.
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 You see, so it's
Mhm.
best to just, for a lot of men, it's best because a lot of these relationships is, there's no room for me to have a problem or me to feel an ill way about you. So a lot of men just like, fuck it, I'm
gonna deal with it.
I'm gonna just deal with it.
I hate
Women
that.
don't
I hate
respond
that.
favorably
You
to
hate that?
crybaby
I hate
men.
that it's
Hold
like
on, wait,
that.
no. You hate that?
I hate that men feel that they cannot be heard.
Yeah.
Because me,
So
I
here-
try my best to always let my
You
man
try
know.
your best. Don't
that's
try,
all-
just do.
So
I'm
hear
human.
him.
All I can do is put my best effort. So when he communicates to me, I sit down, I hush, I do my best to just, keep my mouth
Understandable.
closed and just listen. But
Most of y'all don't do
it's
that.
not fair. But at the same time, both parties got to take accountability.
Yeah.
Because as a man, you have to also learn how to do it in the right way. You can't say that you want to communicate, but then be yelling, and that's not
All right,
how
let
you
me ask you-
To
communicate.
dictate how.
Yeah.
Now, as
It's not
long as a
dictating, it's
person is,
respectful
as long as a
communication.
person is like respect. Now I ain't talking about he cursed you out like a dog and all that
Mm-hmm.
shit, but it's like, oh well, you didn't do it right, or you didn't say it right, or it's not the
Yeah.
right way. So there's no, that's bullshit.
No, but
It was too low.
tone, all that stuff is important. If I'm talking to you, but then I'm like, nigga, you ain't shit, nigga, you ain't doing nothing.
I mean,
the fuck
it's
wrong with you?
but
You ain't never gonna want to talk to me.
My
You're
my
not.
woman
Correct.
can vouch, or any woman that has ever dealt with me
Yeah,
can
because you're
vouch.
annoying.
I allow a person to be a human being. So if you're upset, let it out. Don't disrespect me though, and
We're saying the
watch
same
what you
thing.
say.
We're
but
saying
you
the
can
same
be,
thing.
huh?
We're literally saying the same thing. All I'm saying
But if
is
you're talking about tone, maybe she passionate about it, right? Maybe
Okay.
she's passionate about what she's saying.
Mhm.
Maybe she feels like she got to defend herself. So I'm gonna allow my woman the room to express herself. And if
Okay.
that's passion, if that's anger, if that's hurt, whatever. So there's no, oh well, you gotta say it right and it gotta be all this old shit. That's crazy.
Let me
And
ask
so
you a
it's
question.
just easier to not just like fuck it.
Because you're saying you want a guy to do. The rest of you guys agree that you want a guy to open up to you. You.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How about this? Let me give you a scenario. Let's say I lose my job. And two scenarios. One, I cry about it for like 2 weeks to you, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Or I shut the fuck up. I don't say nothing. I find something else, and I just take us on a vacation, and I don't say shit. What's more attractive?
Wait, can you repeat?
Okay.
Those I would argue that those two situations are very different, though.
They are.
I mean,
No, but in the sense of like going and being reckless and spending a bunch of money and lying about
If
it.
he
Like,
feels
that's
like-
No,
not
no,
a
no,
good-
no, no, no. I'm talking about in one situation, I lose my job,
Yes.
right? And I cry about it. The other one, I lose my job, but I shut the fuck up about it. I don't say a word. I find something else.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I find
So-
something else and I take us on vacation. The other one, I cry for a couple weeks about it. Like, fuck, I don't know, I'm not so sure. I eventually find another job, then maybe we go on vacation. But what's more attractive? Me not saying shit about it and just fixing a problem on my own and then taking you on vacation, you get the benefits of it, or me crying about it?
I think it's more attractive to fix it. You can mention,
Okay, hold
by
on.
the way, I lost my job. I'll find another one. Don't
Maybe after
sweat
the fact.
it. Don't sweat it.
Maybe
yeah.
after
Yeah.
the fact.
Yeah.
What about you?
talk about it.
Me crying to you?
Yeah.
You think so? Okay.
I think talking about it's healthy. I get what you're saying.
What's more attractive though? Not
would
what
say-
you
I
want.
would- no,
what's
no,
more
no.
actually
no,
more
yeah,
attractive?
I get you. I feel like you being able to just fix it and do the trip, that's more attractive.
Okay. You?
Fixing it.
I'm attracted to driven men, so yeah, fixing it.
Fixing it.
Okay. So, see, women don't respond favorably to emotion. Now, you could come to me and cry and say you lost your job. It ain't going to do shit to me. I'm not going to lose attraction for you. I don't care if you get us a vacation. Men and women aren't the same. So, men understand deep down, opening up emotionally about our vulnerabilities might not get well respected. Most of the girls here said, oh, it's more attractive if you just fix it. She's the only one that said, oh, no, you could talk to me. Who knows? When your security is at risk, your mind might change. But the point is that most women don't respond favorably to it. So most guys say, you know what? I'm going to keep my emotions to myself.
But see, the thing
I
is with
hate
what
that.
you just said,
Yeah.
with the fix it,
Yeah.
The key point in that is that drive.
Yeah.
That's the key point in that. If I had my man lose his job, he came to cry to me. All right, babe, damn, cry about it.
We'll get through
But
this
then
together.
guess what? You got to get your ass back up and get on that horse.
Exactly.
That's what he did in that little second scenario. He didn't say nothing about it, but guess what? He got up. He recognized that L. He got up and he fixed the problem. That's a man.
Yeah,
And
but
also crying, but fixing it is a man too. But you didn't say that in the first scenario. All you said was
Yeah.
cry about it.
no,
So you
well,
kinda,
no.
you kinda gotta
Both,
get
both
that.
individuals are men, but here's the problem: the female's perception changes when she sees her man cry the first time. And see, the thing is that you guys can't tell me anything right now because it's easy for you to sit here on a podcast in 2020 hindsight, like, man, I wouldn't leave my man for crying. Oh, let's see, the light's not being paid. The fucking water cuts off. You're living a little bit harder of a life. He's crying. He don't know what the fuck to do.
Yep.
And your security depends on this man. You're going to have a way different mindset on him being emotional and vulnerable, all this other bullshit that women say they want. No. You want him to be vulnerable and fix all the problems, all this other shit. It's better if you just don't know a lot of the times and just get it done.
Yep.
Because women sit there and say, oh, no, be vulnerable to me, whatever. But then once shit starts getting tight, you don't have money, security's being compromised, women, fuck that shit. They leave.
Yeah.
It's a visceral response. This woman went on the Joe Rogan podcast. I'll never forget this shit. She was dating this MMA guy. And she watched her boyfriend get beat up in a cage. He's a professional fighter, could beat up 99% of men.
Yeah.
But something happened and triggered in her head where she loved this man, but she seen him get beat up and she switched. She never looked at him the same. She broke up with him after. A lot of women operate the same way when they see a man cry for the first time because your security is dependent on this individual. Your livelihood is dependent on this individual. So if he's like, fuck, I don't know what to do, you're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fight or flight. I'm out. I'm going to go find somebody that could take care of me. If you're out in a war zone and fucking guns are going off and shit, and the lieutenant's like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Shit. You're gonna be like, fuck, I'm not following this nigga. This nigga's a bitch. But if
Yeah.
he's like, all right, guys, yo, artillery fire coming this way, you go this way, you go this way, he's telling you what to do. Even if he's not sure, but he looks like he knows what he's doing, you're gonna follow him.
But you just
Right?
described two different types of men, though.
Yeah.
No,
You just described two different. The first man, you said that he over here crying, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. Who the fuck wants that?
yeah.
A woman.
But sometimes
will
you
wanna-
don't know what to do.
And that's okay. But at the same time,
That's not okay.
all he's doing is I don't know what to do.
But
Sit
in
down.
that moment,
Sit
in that
down.
moment, he don't know what to do.
But-
Like,
Yeah.
hold on,
That's fine.
hold on,
But
what
at
the
a
fuck
certain
to do.
time, you gotta come back.
Hold
You
on.
gotta sit down,
You are
think about
hoping
it.
he communicates with you in that way. You don't know how he's going to respond to you.
Yeah.
And
You-
other
you
thing
don't know.
too is that again, 2020 hindsight, you could sit there and say, no, I'll be there to console him. But when your life is on the line and your security is dependent
Yep,
on this
yep.
guy, you're gonna have a way different mindset. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can stay with this guy.
That's facts.
He can't pay the bills. I don't know what he's not sure of himself. Whatever.
You sweating,
It's okay for everyone's gonna have a moment of doubt
Yeah,
and
doubt
a
is
moment
normal.
of weakness. I think
bro.
I've had my men cry, like my exes have all cried to me, and
Bro, you're
I never.
single.
And they're gone.
You're single for a
I'm
reason.
single now.
You're single.
Yeah, single by choice.
No, it's not by choice.
You broke up with all those guys that cried?
No, first one cheated, second one got deported, third one was a mutual. Like
What?
he's from Norway.
Are you sure it wasn't her ex-husband?
Yo, can we acknowledge the amount of bad choices women make for men?
Bro,
Can we acknowledge that, bro?
what?
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It's terrible, bro. It's terrible.
Man, you
It's
can
really
wear
bad.
W Riz, man.
I'm
I'm
just
saying
saying.
terrible.
Well,
Yeah.
no, so like the last relationship, it was.
Well,
a
you broke
mutual
them all
thing.
up, right?
No, the one I initiated the breakup was the cheating, which I think is fair.
Okay. But he cried to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He was
Yeah,
aware of
bro.
that and everything.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's okay. Here's the thing. This is where I will say on the side. I don't think it has any problem to do with a guy showing weakness for a 2nd. I think women expect men to act like women when they're vulnerable, and like that's the part that's not cool. And then I think a big issue that women do is they weaponize it if the guy does show that. Like my men have.
see? Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
another reason I was going to
That's the
say.
part I was
Yeah.
gonna say. That part I'm not cool with. So like
Yeah.
if my man cries to me and he doesn't know what to do, I'm like, we'll get through this together. That's fine. If he stays in that
Until y'all
position-
fight.
Yeah,
When you
fight.
get, when you
Well,
get
no,
angry,
that's-
you
Well,
get
that's the
angry,
thing.
get spiteful,
That's the thing.
comes out.
But that's the thing.
Yeah, see, you said
That's
that
the thing,
no.
though.
When you
As a
get mad,
woman, if they open up and they say it, you have to say, okay, I can never use this against a man. And I
nah,
don't think
but
a
they
lot
will.
of women will agree
You say
to
that, but when you get
Yeah.
angry, you let
This
loose.
is why your dick's
Yeah.
small,
That's
nigga.
character.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
character
I mean,
thing.
like I said,
But
That's
it's a character thing.
Like
I think
I
that's
said,
a character
would
thing.
all of
never
you
do
guys
that.
agreed
Don't
that the
disrespect
guy
your man like
I would
that.
never
the
do
guy that
that.
doesn't
might
cry
not.
and just fixes the problem is more attractive. And the
Simple.
guy that doesn't show weakness and just, even if shit's crumbling all around him and he doesn't show it and he's still, you don't know about the problems and it looks like he's going to figure it out, that's more attractive. So what I'm saying is this. Women say they want a vulnerable man until they meet a vulnerable man and they're with that guy and they have to picture a future with that guy. That's when they say, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yo,
I don't
Hey,
think men
man,
should be
you-
vulnerable women. I don't think
You
so.
laying in the bed all scared and shit. You know,
Yeah.
hey, it's business ain't going too good. This happened. This
Yeah.
happened. You know, then you laying in the bed, not knowing what the fuck to do. I'm upstairs or I'm somewhere trying to fix it, and you laying in the bed all scared and shit. That fear and anxiousness is gonna manifest itself in the way that you behave. It's just better that
But the thing
certain
is,
things-
everybody has that. Like
Yeah,
everybody,
it's normal.
a man could lose it.
No,
Everybody
no,
has
women
that.
don't have that.
I
but-
do.
No,
But-
but the difference is if you lose your job, if you're vulnerable, your man's not gonna lose respect for you
Yeah,
for doing
100%.
that.
He not
'Cause you're a
gonna act
woman.
different and fucking it's just different. Some things you just
I think
I
it's,
don't
I
think
think it's
y'all
just the
wired
laying.
for
I think
certain
it's the
things.
wallowing in it.
If
Nobody
it's the
wants
wallowing
a
that's
wallower.
the
You
that's
think
the
you know
nobody
you're
wants
doing
Well,
it.
even then,
You think
sometimes
you
it
know.
take time.
I know,
Like
it's
if
the wallowing.
something happens
Nobody
traumatic, if something happens, I ain't no fucking robot where it's like turn on the light switch. Okay, I'm back. I'm Superman.
No.
The shit take time.
It's
to,
not. But we're talking about two different things. Time and wallowing. Listen, you're saying time. Okay, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up right now. I'm going through it. Wallowing. Oh my god, I can't do this shit. What the fuck? For years, I'm giving you a plan. We're talking about it. That's what
I don't know about
communication. You gotta
Again,
learn to
no,
talk.
Again,
you gotta learn to
you cannot
work through your
dictate how someone's going to
emotions.
respond to trauma. You can't tell them, oh, don't do this, don't do that. It's going to happen. How
I done
Yeah.
been
what
on hard
happens?
times before. And it took 2 years to get out of that mud.
Yeah, you
But
can't.
how-
You shouldn't.
but
saying,
was you
like-
crying every day, or was you working towards to figure out a way to
I
make it
wasn't
better?
crying every day, but I was living.
Exactly.
I was walking around fucking
Head down.
depressed. And
Yeah.
I
It's
wouldn't say
okay to be
depressed, but
depressed, though.
you
But
know,
you
my
wasn't- you was
behavior.
working towards something
missing the
better.
point.
You're missing,
I'm
you're
not
missing the
crying,
point.
You're missing the
but-
point.
A woman can wallow. The man's gonna be like, whatever. It's fine. I got us.
I don't
If the
think women
man
should wallow.
wallows, it ain't gonna be the same way. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. Women can afford to be vulnerable with their man because men don't give a shit about your ability to provide security. Men, however, can't afford to be vulnerable because women do give a shit about security. That's the point. I'm the protector. I'm the provider. If I'm not sure in myself as the leader, you're not sure in me. But if you're not sure in yourself, it don't matter. You're the follower. I don't give a fuck if you're not sure in yourself. I'm sure of myself. We'll be fine. Does that make sense?
No, it
If
makes
I
sense.
become successful, you become successful as a benefit. If you become successful and I'm a loser, you're going to leave my ass. Women and men are not the same. When men go up, women come with them. When women go up, they look over the horizon for something better.
Wait.
So let me ask you
Wait,
this,
huh?
right? Okay, so we're gonna put you in a scenario that where a man expresses his feelings or
Mm-hmm.
emotions, right? So a fucking frog get in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you like, babe, and he's like, listen, I'm fucking terrified. I'm like extremely I don't know what to do. I'm terrified.
You scared of frogs? That's your fear? Okay.
Again, see, you're trying to choose what the man's going to be fearful of, or
No, he
How-
just. I'm asking. Is he scared of frogs?
we
That's what
hear.
you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay, so he's scared of
I'm
frogs.
terrified.
You terrified of frogs? That's your
Yeah.
fear? Okay. What the hell?
I don't know what to do about it.
What you mean you don't know? You don't know what to do about it?
Exactly.
there you go.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, bro. In a scenario, they don't know what they would do.
Yeah. I think it's easy
You
for girls.
kill the frog.
20,
I'm
20.
scared of it. You get it out of here.
Okay. I don't think it's just that big of a deal. That's me. Everybody different. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. If that's
Trust
his
me,
fear,
when
it's just
when
not
it's your
that deep.
man, that it might be till death do us part, and he's responsible for you, your safety, your security, etc.
facts.
You're gonna look at him sideways, man.
I just don't want a wallower. I'm not
That's
a
the-
wallower.
yeah,
That's
I
how I
fucking
am.
like insects and
I'm
animals,
literally
but when
doing
them
so
shits
much
come
shit
in
for
the house,
myself.
the spiders I got, I can't be like, oh shit, no, But
Men-
girls sitting
men
there
can't show
scared and
weakness,
shit. I
man.
can't fucking.
Yes, it can.
I gotta get up and
men-
get.
men
I don't
can't
like
show
spiders and shit either.
Because not everybody can be strong
Perpetrate
24/7. So everybody will have to show weakness at some point. You're human.
Men-
You're going to show
you-
weakness.
No. This is what I say. Show weakness to your guy friends, not to chicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fix the issue
but then
before you get
marriage,
home.
the conversation of marriage, you marry somebody for 40 years, you never show weakness. You down on hard times, you're never going to cry about it to your woman.
I mean, it might
There's some
happen,
people-
but
there's some
I advocate that guys
Minimize
don't
it as
do it.
much as possible.
Minimize it
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Wait.
Yeah.
I
You know,
40
because
years
you want to be
nowadays?
respected. If you
Hell
want to
no.
be treated like a king, you got to act like a king. You don't see the president is whoever the president may be. He can't be like, oh, I'm scared and oh shit,
Why
I don't
not?
know what we gonna do because we not gonna trust him. Get him out of here. It's
But-
the same as in a relationship.
control the
You
frame.
have to control the frame. You have
Yo.
to control yourself when you're the leader, or the people who follow you is not gonna be
Perfect
safe.
example. I'll say this because some of you guys are way too young to even remember this. Watch President Bush's address to the United States right after 9/11. Very
Yeah, watch
rarely
that.
do they have an Oval Office address to the country. There are very few times this happened. His address after 9/11 galvanized the United States to go to war with Iraq, which that's a whole other thing. But the point I'm trying to make is we just got hit with a tragedy. 3,000 people died. Something unprecedented. That is the perfect example of stoicism, maintaining a face of stoicism in fucking chaos, So if you watch that, that's like perfect frame control. But that's how men have to be. Even in the face of chaos, steadfast.
Also, emotional
Don't
men
listen to this shit they talking.
shoot
If
up
you want-
schools. They hurt people, so you should not be emotional at least all the time.
Yeah.